up, beautiful people? Hope everyone is having a great day, night, afternoon, a new dawn, a new day, all of that beautiful stuff. For those of you that do not know, my name is Kayla, and I am here on this YouTube channel to give you all some entertainment. I'm here to actually entertain myself as well. We're gonna be building this Lego set that I was actually gifted for my birthday last year, back in June. Shout out to my friend Bria. I'm super excited because I told her, I was like, once I'm in my new place, that's when I'm gonna put this Lego set together. And as you can see by this lovely yellow velvet couch, I'm in my own apartment. And we're gonna put this Lego set together and we're just gonna talk about some things. And I hope you listen and I hope you enjoy. So, first things first. Before we even get into that, let's get into the wine of the night, the drink of the night. So this wine, this is a Hayley Jean Vineyards. I got this wine from my uncle for my housewarming. Shout out to him. In the wine, I like to put a couple pieces of like some frozen fruit that I have, and right now I have some frozen mango, so I add a little bit of that. Cheers. So, what I wanted to use this video talking about. So, I can't lie, there was something early this morning that kind of triggered me in a sense, and I thought I might want to talk about that, but that's kind of a deep conversation. But then I was like, why not start a deep conversation for my first, video of the year? So, this morning, I kind of started thinking about the fact that I have a father wound. I know we hear, oh my God, y'all see I'm struggling trying to open up this box. Let's see, I'm supposed to like press down. Oh, I didn't even need the scissors. Oh, they just made it so easy for me. So I am super excited. I know there's a lot of pieces. Let's see. There are 939 pieces. Hilarious. All right, so let's just pull them out and see. I think I'm gonna start with like the yellow flowers that I see on the box because they look like they have like big petals. They'll probably be the easiest to get through. So, like these ones are very tiny pieces. And I'm gonna start with baggie number 1. I want to use this channel as a way to show that you can make time for the things that you want to make time for. I think one of the things of adulting that have really kind of threw me for a loop is I saw someone use this word the other day, like decision fatigue. There's so many decisions that have to be made. I have to decide what I'm gonna eat, when I'm gonna eat, if I'm gonna eat. I have to decide when I'm gonna wash clothes because I obviously need clean clothes. When I'm gonna clean because I obviously want to live in a place where I feel good as well. Also have to make time to make money. Also got to make sure that you call your peoples and talk to everybody as well too. And there can just be so many different things that require your attention and that require you to, give your energy to. But you also have to, at the same time, make sure that you are doing the things that make you feel good. And I can honestly say that I haven't been doing that lately. I haven't been prioritizing the creativity, prioritizing the things like building Legos because I freaking feel like it. And that starts now. And I'm excited because I deserve to have fun. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. As I was talking about in the beginning, my father wound. Let's get back to what's important. I was just thinking through today that obviously you guys don't know. So my father passed away when I was 11 months old. So I was a baby. Of course, I acknowledge the fact that I probably felt his presence at that age, and I probably did feel the impact of him not being there, but I cannot sit here and say that I had a relationship with my father. You know, it's not like I was 5 or 10 or 15 and, you know, had like years of experience with him. I didn't even reach a full year of being able to be even in the same presence of him. But, you know, I think one thing that I'm so grateful to my mom for is the fact that even though he died when I was so young, it was never like I did not know him, if that makes sense. My mom could have easily just been like made up some story. This would have been really like messed up, but she could have seriously made up some story like, oh yeah, you know, he's just gone and gone away, he's not here no more. But like, no, like from an early age, she always made it known like, hey, he's in heaven. He, you know, it was almost like early on I was able to understand that he wasn't able to have a earthly father role in my life, yet he's like my guardian angel. And I know even though he hasn't physically been here to witness me in these past 24 years, I know that he has been here and he is with me and he's in my heart no matter what as well. We did it! This is how far I've gotten so far. So, address the foundation of, you know, essentially my quote-unquote relationship with my father. And, you know, even past that, you know, going into my life, you know, my mom, she has remarried, and now, like, you know, my stepfather, I see him as my father figure, and I'm very grateful to have him in my life, and especially to have witnessed my mom being loved as a wife and as a mother, as a single mother at that. I think that was just truly a blessing and definitely something that has helped me in my foundation of who I am as well. But I still think that even in spite of that, I also still have to sit in the fact that, hey, Kayla, there are still things that have happened to you that may not have made you feel the best, or that have negatively impacted you, and realizing that that's okay and that those things happen, and I want to be able to address it. And so I guess in a sense this is almost like a video journaling type of thing. So let's jump forward to the different relationships that I've had. In terms of relationship, I can say, and of course this is me just, of course, I'm always going to just see the bright side because you guys will learn that's just how I am as a person. I can say I don't think I've had unhealthy relationship patterns. I think I have seen patterns in some of my relationships, but not unhealthy ones, if that makes sense. Like, I'm grateful that I have never been in an abusive situation. I have never been physically or verbally or emotionally abused, and that is something that I truly praise God for, and I'm so blessed to have never been in that position, and my heart goes out to anyone that ever has. I think if anything, some of the patterns that I've seen, especially, well, I'm currently in a relationship, a very healthy and loving relationship, and I'm so blessed to be in, and that truly has opened me up to learning a lot more about myself, because I want to address some of the unresolved patterns and things that I had allowed to occur in past relationships. So I'm grateful to now be doing something about it, but it also is scary at the same time. But I say all that to say, I think other thing, you know, I was talking to a friend earlier today. One of the things that also has occurred in some of my relationship is the fact that I've always been the one that has been broken up with. Like, I've never been the one to initiate a breakup, if that makes sense. And I wonder if the reason for that is the fact of me maybe like trying to hold on to something even if it wasn't there. I think it's a two-sided sword. I think on one side, it was me almost being blind to any signs that I may have seen, or it simply was just me just thinking the best case scenario and, you know, just simply being let down and just not being aligned with the right person, so to say. You know, I'm grateful for all the people that have broken up with me, because if it weren't for that, then I wouldn't have met my amazing now boyfriend. But I do also just wonder, I do also have to address the fact that because that has happened, I have this almost sense of, it's almost like this defense mechanism that I have, to where it's almost like don't want to get got again, don't want to get, blindsided again. So it's almost like a quote unquote guard that I had up. And there's something that I had up at the beginning of me and my boyfriend's relationship. And to realize that took me having to address the fact that I did not feel like I could be emotionally vulnerable in a sense. It was almost like, because I was just like, I kept looking over my shoulder, waiting for the gotcha moment, I wasn't able to be my full-fledged self that I wanted and needed to be in a relationship. And it was almost something that, if not addressed, then it would hinder where I am right now in my relationship with my boyfriend. One thing, when it comes to relationships, I'm definitely someone who is an advocate for it should be two whole individuals coming together to just, grow together in a relationship. I do not look at my boyfriend as like, oh, he completes me. Oh, he gives me X, Y. Like, he does not fulfill something in myself. He only compliments me. He only adds to me and adds to my life. And that is something that I truly hope and pray for everyone, that you have a partner that adds value and benefits your life. You should not be surrounded by anyone that takes away from you and who you are as a person. Just have to throw that out there. I don't know, man. Just the fact that when the traumas come up, don't be scared to address them. Don't be scared to face them head on. Don't be scared to call them out exactly for what it is. Call it out. I can sit here and call out the fact that I did not grow up with a father. And that was something that I craved. I craved the father's love. I craved a father's attention, or even that advice. I think that's one thing, you get those questions where it's like, oh, if you could talk to anyone dead or alive, who would it be? And for me, it's my father. It's like, I would love to just be able to sit and have like a 30-minute conversation with him, just to be able to pick his brain and have those, father-daughter conversations and stuff like that. And I have to say that is something that I won't be able to have. And I have to sit here and be fully confident in saying that I'm okay with that. And it's okay to not be okay, but if I allow myself to just continue to not be okay with it, then I'm just going to keep creating the same patterns. But if I allow myself to say, you know what, Kayla? It has happened and it is what it is. What are we going to do to continue on with this? I know that continuing on with this, there are certain things that I need and I value within my partner, and that he is able to give to me. He is able to give me the reassurance that I need. He is able to make me feel protected and loved and safe and cared for. He is able to not fill my father's role, because I don't, we not doing that. However, he is able to give me love from a man, And if I was not able to know the ways that I needed things, or know the way that I needed to receive love, then I would just be in this endless loop of allowing him to think he's fulfilling a role that he can't fulfill because I don't even know what I need. But as I'm sitting here, and I'm grateful that I'm able to vocalize this, and I'm gonna, make sure that I vocalize this to him again, just how much that I value reassurance. I appreciate him simply just being in my life, being in just having his presence. And that is one thing that between me and my boyfriend, like, we love just being around each other. And that makes so much sense because, and this is funny, one of the things that my mom always told me about again, in the short amount of time that I have with my father, was the fact that my mom, because my dad, he was a Taurus. Sorry, let's get astrology. He was a Taurus, so he was a workaholic for real. But when I was a baby, my mom said I used to always just sit on his lap while he was working on a computer, and we would both just be like glued in, and I'd be looking on the computer at him and seeing what he's doing, and I would just be so intrigued and interested. And I think that back to my love language of quality time, and me appreciating just simply being in the presence of people. Now, going forward to myself now, toxic or, alternate universe Kayla could take that and see it as almost like a clingy thing, where it's like, oh, if I'm not around him, then I'm thinking bad thoughts, or I'm thinking like all these negative things, or like the worst case scenario. No. Positive Kayla that wants to be in a better, just feel for life, can sit here and say, you know what, I truly value quality time. And the fact that I just truly value being around my partner. And there can be sometimes there can be negative thoughts in my head that go like, that can make me feel, that can almost put down my own wants and needs. But if I'm not the one vocalizing them, who's gonna know about them? He's not a mind reader. I have to be able to vocalize my wants and needs. And I also have to trust the fact that if he is my person, which I know he is, then he will be receptive to the way that I want and need to be loved. And that he will want to do everything in his power to make me feel good and make me feel loved. And I'm just blessed for that. And I, even like I think back to myself a year ago, like if something like this were, if like a thought like that were to come up, I would do everything in my power to suppress it. But now I'm sitting here making a whole YouTube video about it because I'm sure it's something that could probably help somebody out. But yeah, that's what I have to say on that. I'm gonna sit here, drink some wine, and build these Legos, and I'm gonna show you guys what I happened to finish up tonight. So this is a leather leaf fern, and this is a Welsh poppy. Like, look at the details of it. It is so pretty. So I actually have a bunch of vases that I got from TJ Maxx. So let's actually see. Like, look, it's perfect. I'm super excited. So then I have some fake flowers that I can have forever, and then the flowers that I get from my boyfriend. So cute. That's all I got for today, y'all. I'm definitely probably gonna come back and talk some more and build some more Legos and doing other crafts and other things that make me happy. But if you like this, definitely let me know. Leave a comment. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like my voice, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great one.